Do you like Incarnon weapons? I do. Especially with the Incarnon Genesis, it makes all those weak weapons become strong again through the Incarnon form, or most of the time it will be evolution perks. And until right now, most of the Incarnon Genesis that I have used for those weak weapons are mostly from the primary weapons categories. And for this time around, I decided to show you my top 3 favorite Incarnon primary weapons. Now do keep in mind that this is just only my own personal favorite and not necessarily means that it is overall so strong. But if you have the common interest as me, well, congrats, because both of us know that we have the same things that we like. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. Coming from my third spot, I have Warframe Incarnon form. You see, Warframe as a shotgun initially not very good enough because despite we know that shotgun has a lot of good mods, but due to how Warframe initially had, it just not managed to do the damage that overall needed to. And I can tell that I don't really use it that often until with the Incarnon form. Yep, this had absolutely saved Warframe. Not only this would change it into a beam weapon, but all the evolution perks just makes it even better. For my evolution perk here, you can see that most of them will be just very easy. One thing that you do have to keep in mind is that the Refining Bane can only be triggered once you reload. So it's best that your Warframe initially magazine cannot be too much and try to dump out all the magazine as fast as you can. But overall it's just very simple. And for my build here, it's a very generic virus slash build here. But because of how we change it into the Incarnon form, this also means that the beam can also slash the enemy instead of just doing the element damage. As for the runner-up, I have the Burston Prime Incarnon form. Burston Prime just usually not used that much because we know that the burst shot just not really able to do that much damage. You see, shooting out several magazines at once will be useful, but to be honest, your single shot just is not really strong. So even if you can dump all the magazine, we just worry that the damage not going to be enough. But luckily enough, the Burston Prime Incarnon form just turns the table totally upside down. It changes from the burst firing mode into a full automatic firing mode, which basically just the weapons that I like to use one of them the most. In the Incarnon form, all the stats not just only increase, but the most important part is that thanks to the evolution perk, which mostly I have here, you can see that the build that I have built just basically straight through everything. You can treat it like the improvement of the Summer Prime. I'm not sure it is true or not, but based on what I had tried, this build just absolutely devastating. And of course, you might judge that I have the Rivet. Yes, it is true. Because of the high Rivet disposition, this will be useful. If you don't have the Rivet, you can change it into a Galvanized Scope to achieve a much higher crit value. Of course, without critical damage, it's still okay because it's still initially at 3x. So based on choice whether you want the red crits or the critical damage. For my case, I want the red crits. And now, for my first spot, I present to you the Archon Prime Incarnon form. Archon Prime initially just don't really attract people too much because it can just only shoot one shot and it's not even a rifle. So for one reason that I want to use Archon when you don't really have a good stat and good damage. But now with the Incarnon form, I have to shut up. Because the Archon Prime Incarnon form just changed the bullet into a bouncing bullet that can hit the same enemy several times. Thanks to the bouncing bullet can repeat again and again, and it can also do an AoE damage every time it hits something. So this also means that Archon Prime Incarnon form not just only useful in the DPS but also in the KPM side. Until right now, when I use the Archon Prime Incarnon form, it just basically do the damage very well. No matter you want the crowd or single target, no problem. And for my evolution perk, most of the perks just very useful. And for my build, it's just the same as the Warframe if I'm not mistaken, but it's basically the same thing. Because of how useful it is to try to deal damage against crowd and single enemies, so basically this build would definitely be sufficient. And there you have it. This is not a video that I want to show you the best or which one you should get first. This is just only my personal opinions about which weapon I like to use the most due to how I love them. So don't treat like it is strong or weak. So don't be fooled by the numbers either. It's just that I like to use Archon Prime a lot, coming by Burston Prime, and the third would be Boa Prime. Other weapons like the Scrum Prime Incarnon form also very good. It's just that I don't really use that often due to my accuracy problem. I always miss shot. Don't ask me why. Nevertheless, I want to tell you that the Incarnon weapons just very good to play and very fun. It's just that some people may think that it is much better to just go with the simple one. then by all means, go for it. I don't have problems. But for now, I can tell you, these weapons are too good. If this is your first time watching, why not leave a like and subscribe to my channel so that you won't miss out any newest contents from me. Why not leave your comments down below if you got any ideas or thoughts you want to share with all of us. And that's it from me, and as always, I will see you all next time. Bye bye!